Okay, so to make the glitter bows, you have these thick strips, that's the bow. These thinner strips are just scraps for the center. So to start off with the bow, you're gonna fold this long strip so that it's in thirds. And you want this to come like about halfway down this section. So this comes about halfway down. Same thing on the other side. This goes like halfway into that little loop. And then I'm just trying to kind of play around with it a little bit so that it's more or less even and you have not more than like a quarter of an inch of a gap there. I give it just a little stitch, just a couple forward and back, where the fabric meets in the middle, just so that it kind of all stays together. So now I got a little stitch. I left extra thread. It's all staying together well. Since this is like super thick, I give it just like a quick steam press. Not because it's gonna be wrinkly, but just because it will be a little softer and easier to pinch if it's heated a little bit. The pinch on it is exactly like a Madison. So start in the middle and then 2 more folds on the outside. So you have those 2 little pinches. And then you have the extra thread. And then I give it just a little dab of glue to hold it. Okay, and then I usually trim like the excess thread here, which you could just wait until the end. I feel like it's a little easier to do at this step. And then your center piece on these thin strips ends up being like about, the width is about half of this. Measure it exactly. It's like, I don't know, like a third of an inch, third or half about. And then it wraps around the center, just like the Madisons and all the other bows that have centers. I just try to make sure on these to get this edge like all the way across the center, and then glue up top so that it's not getting all sticky and you can still slide the clip in the middle. And then on that part you can kind of pull the bow a little bit tighter. Glue the top. And then the same thing with just trying to get this piece like pretty far across to the other side, just so it has lots of room. I find like if I only glue them like halfway, that this piece will kind of pop right off. So I go as far as I can without letting it show on the other side. And then if it seems like it's popping up at all, I would put like a tiny bit more glue there. This one's fine. And then the clip ends up kind of going diagonally, which doesn't matter. You don't have to glue the clips because I still have to add the grips to them. But that will be your finished glitter bow.